Have a look at that.
Yeah, we run a well-tuned production here.
You don't have a head. You don't have a headband. You got to have the Pro DM headband.
Yeah, that helps.
I have my band.
Yeah, see, that would help. If you were wearing that, this would have never happened.
Should I wear this?
Yes.
Or
Yes, you should wear that. Jane.
yeah, sweatband. Brendan, thank you, because that would have really sucked to do a 2-hour stream, go to upload to YouTube and be like, it's
everyone perfectly silent.
We're just it's we would have to reshoot it, the game, and just do like the bad lip readings.
Those are pretty fun though.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
All right.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. All my voice lines would be perfectly in sync with my avatar.
So to catch up, Sam just successfully rolled to grab and lift this IG unit to a key post over a hole.
One-handed. I gave us a quick double check here. That is 300 pounds of robot.
Yeah, it's doable.
But you have to remember, it was the IG.
It was assisted.
It was the boost. All right. So
doesn't matter. I'm still surprised. I've known Sam a long time, and I watched that, and I'm like, eyes kind of wider than they already are.
The confidence alone is startling.
I think it's less confidence and more he never stopped to think that he couldn't do it.
Mm.
There you go.
So yeah, I hop down the hole once it's clear.
Okay. I'm going to say you're successful. I'm going to not make you roll for anything like that.
Thump.
You twist your ankle.
I'm dead.
All right.
Oh, start.
So Sam hops down.
Yeah. As soon as I get down, I'm going to start sifting the rubble to see what's under there.
So you really, there's not a lot of rubble. It's just a very large chunk of cement with like rebar in it, and it's like it landed on this guy's upper half. He's wearing a lot of just like loose clothing. As far as you can make out, it looks like he didn't belong in the sect. Wasn't the wealth that you've kind of come across. Not wearing any sort of imperial type clothes. As far as you can tell, a transient.
So this does beg the question, since this is a large slab of concrete that fell on him, did I land on the slab of concrete?
Yeah.
Oh, did he make a noise?
No, he's dead.
That dude is super dead.
Yeah.
That's just making sure like I didn't just accidentally put him out of his misery.
Everyone here
Did you get him down there?
Everyone's here old enough to get this reference. His head was the melon. The rock was Gallagher's mallet.
Mm-hmm.
I knew you were going there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So I'll look up. Who's peering down at me?
And Vash is kneeled over the hole.
I'm looking down, waiting for confirmation of something.
Should I pick? I don't think he's getting up.
No. Would seem he's not. Does it look like he tried to take the floor out from under us, or is it more just got terrible luck?
I landed on him.
That's good. Keep him there.
First.
Okay. I'll make sure I don't think he's going anywhere.
I doubt it.
Surely that made some noise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glance out the window.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to the front window and kind of keep a perimeter scan going.
Okay, that's smart.
Just peek over the edge.
Yeah. I'm not standing in the middle of the window, like off to the side, but like still to get a good sight line.
Okay. Yeah, I mean everything.
I don't hop down. I kind of like slowly lower myself. The smaller, not 300 pounds human I am. I kind of throw my guns back in their slings and I crawl down the lower half and I kind of hang over the edge and I let myself drop down so I can reach the floor down below without twisting an ankle or something.
Okay.
As you drop down, I'm standing over this poor sod, considering lifting the slab, and I look over at you as you hit the floor.
No, just leave it there.
I don't think the force was with him.
No, doesn't look like it. As I quickly scour over the body to see if there's anything, like my term, useful.
You don't really see anything of like you don't see any weapons or anything if that's what
Okay.
you're looking for. What you do notice is kind of next to his hand though is this small steel container kind of caught your eye. Think of it, it's about the size and shape of like a Tabasco or Tabasco. Jesus Christ. A tobacco
Tobacco.
tin.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Tabasco tin.
I carry a tin of Tabasco sauce around with me. I like to keep things spicy.
So I have one more question, and then I'm going to let you guys run. Is there a piece of rebar just on the ground, or a stick? I need a stick.
Like laying loose, no, but there is rebar sticking out of cement.
Just a piece. I'm not going to do anything really feasible with it. I just want
You
to.
can flip a token if
I just want to poke the body while they do whatever they're going to do
you're
with a
more
stick.
than welcome to token that.
I'm sure everyone would love that.
Bring me a poking stick.
I guess I'll just use my gun. I'll poke him with
You
my
use
gun.
the
There you
force
go,
to find a
that
poking
works.
stick.
I need a good poking stick.
Really, what are the innumerable Star Wars scenes of a lightsaber being pulled to a person, but using the Force to acquire your poking stick?
It's something Sam would do. I'm not gonna lie, but this time I'll just use the nozzle of my gun.
Anyways, looking out the window, IG and I both.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, fine.
I also
Thank
heard
you.
to step back to ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and reach down and look around at everyone else, kind of like slyly, and just grab the tin, the container that I saw.
Okay.
Eye it over each direction.
So the container actually has this emblem of this eye on the top of it, and it's inlaid with what appears to be kind of a gold round outside of the eye, and the text at the bottom just says the gold.
Interesting.
All right, I'm not trying to hide it. I just kind of pocket it into my coat there, and then I start to go about the lower half of the room here, looking the how it happened. I'm not looking for answers primarily. I'm just kind of looking to see, okay, am I going anywhere? Do I need to do anything? Have we heard? Did anybody hear this? I'm just examining this. I'm not looking for anything specific. That's just what I'm wondering, doing while other people are doing whatever they're doing.
Okay. Nothing stands.
Yeah, okay.
What's everyone else doing besides poking the dead body with Twitch Church? Nothing happened.
I'm going to go ahead and make this roll to bring him back to life.
You gotta be careful with those.
Explain to me what you were doing right there.
Oh, I got this one. This one's easy. I'm very intently just kind of poking the rib cage that I can see from under the slab.
Uh-huh.
And while they're doing whatever they're doing, I'm getting secretly and very quietly frustrated because I can't figure out exactly what part that is that's poking out there. I know it's not supposed to be on the outside, and it's a little gray and pink. Damn it, what is that? And then my finger gets stuck. I'm like, God dang it. And then I realize I've got blood on my shoes. Oh, man. Stupid thing. And then I accidentally fire my gun into the body.
Me and you are on the same wavelength because I'm thinking that's exactly what should happen too. Ginkgo, are you still up in the window?
Yes.
So you are kind of just caught off guard by hearing this. You have
Blaster go off?
Well, essentially it's a repeatable blast. It's a machine carry.
Oh.
And it just resonates and echoes throughout the building.
Okay. Well, this probably triggers some sort of, I don't know, combat algorithm or something. And
roll cool to not be freaked out.
It's
So-
not that IG's freaked out, but we're definitely like immediately snapping to with blasters pulled, scanning for like a target.
Yeah, you notice that there are stormtroopers who are actually leaving the barracks. So the guard towers that were inside the factory, there's some stormtroopers that come out with their rifles on the top of these towers. They're got their binoculars and they're actually trying to scan the surrounding area. Luckily, with where you were located and the fact that it resonated out, it does sound like it came from multiple different directions. So they can't quite pin it in one location, but they're actively scanning the area.
I'm sitting there, even more splattered, gun smoking, looking at my shoe. I look up at you and go, I got blood on me shoes.
Thar was just he crapped his pants. He jumps back. What the hell, Sam? And that's when because I got blood, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, I told you to leave him.
I was just checking to see if he was dead.
IG, what do you see?
We got a battalion of troopers scanning the perimeter, looking for gunfire.
Why
They're
did your
trying to
IG
narrow
unit
down.
go Jersey all of a sudden?
I don't know.
It's perfect.
And Vash belly crawls over to the edge of the hole. Were you actually shooting at somebody, or was that misfire?
It was, I misfired.
All right. Well, I'm torn. I want to leave right now, but they're looking right at us, so we can't.
So I'll rear back the chamber on the rifle and say, do you need me to come up?
No, you stay there. That thing have a safety.
It's very safe.
Right. And he turns away.
Sam took it off. All right.
Well, we've got to make sure that we have any way to get out of here. What's the back of this building look like? What does this building back up to?
The back of the building leads into a courtyard that's also abandoned. It is kind of, think of it like a metropolitan city block where there's other buildings around. Mainly they're factories that have been surrounded by this area. So I'd say that it backs up against another factory. That one actually is in production, but is currently closed.
Okay, so we might have a decent chance of getting out that way without being spotted instantly.
Let's just do it. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, it's time to get out of here.
Yeah, we've overstayed our welcome, clearly.
Bash. Um, can you help me up
Just head for the stairs.
the
I'll meet you
stairs?
at the stair. Yeah, over there. Over that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're heading down.
Okay. I head to the back door, I assume. Back door. I'll head to the back door and I'll quickly peek out to see if the area is empty, cleared out.
So
Is
the,
that a different direction from the stairs?
no, he pretty much just. I think what he's saying ran down there. And
Oh, okay.
Out the back way. Is that fair? Or are you looking same level out the back?
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought maybe I was on the ground floor. Am I on the ground floor?
No,
No,
not
we
yet.
were several stories up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. So we need to go down. Okay, my misunderstanding. Yeah, I'll head down to the. I'll head towards the stairs and head down.
And as you guys are there, and if you're making down your stairs, you actually hear the sounds of speeder bikes outside as they're kind of patrolling the street. But if you're looking out into the back, you don't see anything there right now.
Perfect. Perfect.
I'll head to the door and I'll head out to the alleyway and look for the first area of cover, a small wall, shrubbery, tree, something to hide in, and I'll just glance around, wait for everyone else to catch up.
There's
Mhm.
a large planter.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright.
Do I see him hunkering down behind the planter?
If you ran,
I would probably follow him.
Yeah.
Uh,
I fully expect Sam to be behind me, almost like him and I are like
Yeah.
always there with each other. I feel like I know that he's right behind me, even if I assume that maybe I over assume sometimes.
Yeah, you can probably hear him breathing.
It's
Yeah.
and we'll say, what we'll say is it's one of those big like long planters that kind of act as a divider rather than just like a circular one where they
Okay.
stick.
Well, I'm right
So-
behind him, hunkering down, trying to hide all near 7 foot of myself.
Okay.
I'm picturing like Gears of War, hunkering down behind a wall.
Yes. Alright, and Vash just strolls out.
Okay.
He's playing it off casual like.
It's just
Walks up to
walking.
the planter.
Okay.
Yep, leans against it.
What's our murder bot doing? I think our murder bot realizes that any like if we're caught, they're just going to assume it was me doing the murdering because profiling, and we're totally aware of this. So we're just going to play it off casual because we know there's no reason. There's no point in trying to hide because that's gonna make me look more suspicious. So we're
This
gonna walk
isn't
out all
hiding.
casual.
This is called full cover.
We can
No.
assume cover if it becomes necessary.
Let's see. Okay, well, okay, fine. I'm gonna do it all stealthy like.
Just the whole time. Dun, 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 dun.
Like I'm
No,
just gonna. Yep, I'm gonna clonk around all stealthy like. How many how many purple
You
should
don't
I put
have
on a stealth
dice for
roll?
that.
So I just want to point out, Brendan mentioned that he accidentally opened Evil Dead 2 in the background. The demonic scream laughter was coming from the session.
We have
Actually
not
sounds
reached
pretty
the
fitting.
murder portion of the program just yet.
Brendan just gave me an idea.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Alright.
so I'm gonna make a stealth roll.
Okay.
How many hards should it be?
With where you're at and the fact that there was just gunfire, go with 4. Because it's
Yikes.
it's
Okay.
a pretty open area and it's not nighttime.
Really mixed bag of results.
I don't know. It says triumph.
There is a
That's
triumph.
Whoa! How do you
really
have?
good.
You have 7 purples. What's?
What?
The one below that was Sam rolling his own difficulty to bring a man back to life.
With a
Oh, I
gun.
see.
So he rolled impossible.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
My page is not refreshing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Okay.
shocked how many proficiency dice IG is rolling for stealth. Honestly.
Yeah, that's
mean,
pretty impressive.
I'm an assassin.
Right. That's fair.
True.
You've always been more of the guns blazing sort, though.
This is true. We haven't had an opportunity to do the stealth yet.
So I need to do the quick math here. I'm pretty sure they do it where they track threats.
I
from
think
the
that's
trial,
why
right?
it's. I think that's why
Right,
it's
yeah.
quoting it like this, with the
Yeah.
triumph at the end, because it's
Yeah,
canceled a portion of it.
Yep.
The triumph is completely separate. It's already been counted.
All right. So yeah, you're successful, IG. You are stealthy as all get out.
But it was so hard because of those threats.
Yeah. I mean, you're hidden. You found like every shadow, every like perfect position to actually go and avoid any detection from the patrol in the. However, one of the other guys, as they were hiding behind the planter, Duros, the Duros is actually hanging out, standing, right?
No, I was
No,
covered behind.
and Vash is just kind of
And Vash-
hanging out. He's leaning.
So your movement actually just catches someone out of the corner of their eye. That's how I'm going to play off the 4 threats that I created. It would be his movement.
Fair.
But-
I was trying to play it cool on my way out. Can I roll a cool to look not like an obvious criminal?
Roll cool to look cool.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that. But you're going to be at you're going to have a setback on that just
Sure.
because a gunshot echoed out from the area.
That did happen.
They just saw movement. They're patrolling. They're going to be on. They're going to be a little bit more standoffish.
I was tempted to wave at him too, like, "Hey, I'm hiding."
All right, what's the difficulty?
I need to double check. You're trying to play cool, right? Got to see what.
Yes.
Pull up my cheat sheet. Yeah. Unless Urban knows right off.
Probably discipline. Perception might
Cool and
be.
charm. Acting skill would be charm. The opposing skill would be cool. There's coercion, deception, leadership, charm, and negotiation and charm. So I guess they'll.
Should I roll charm instead? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so difficulty then.
I'll go with
And a black setback.
yes, sir.
All right, we're in there. 0 successes, 2 advantages.
All right. So you don't deter them, and they actually make their way over to you. So you actually have a group of 2 stormtroopers that have entered the parking lot, and they approach you. Both of them have rifles at their waist, and
Okay.
one of them looks at you and says, "What are you doing here?"
All right, so can I use my advantages for something particular?
Depends on what that particular thing you want to use your advantage.
I would like the advantages to particularly be I distract them from everybody else hiding behind the planter.
Yes, I would allow that. How?
essentially, by seeing that they're coming towards me and moving towards them, bringing their eye line away from the planter.
Okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd have been looking right at it.
Yeah, I would say that could be one of your advantages. Where if they try and stealth move away, they get a bonus because for their attention.
Lovely. All right. In response to the stormtrooper's question, what are you doing here? He's going to say, all right, look, I'll be honest. Place was abandoned. I was looking for scrap. I heard some gunfire got off, so I was getting out of here.
Would you see anything suspicious in this area?
There was a bit of commotion in this building behind me, so that's why I was trying to get away from.
Do me a favor. Would you say you're trying to deceive them or court?
Most of that was honest. The only thing that I was lying about was me being here for scrapping. But the entire rest of that was true, so what would you feel?
I'd say more deception.
All right, so I will gladly roll deception. What is my difficulty?
3.
All right. I'm debating about that boost.
Before he rolls, can I ask how many are there? You said
There's 2.
2 stormtroopers.
Oh, only two?
I thought I said two. I thought I said 2 groups.
No, I'm sorry. There's a group of 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Well, if this goes south, just hit the dirt.
This man is about to fire off the largest gun any player character has.
I'm just ready to say I'm just.
I'm gonna use the boost, guys. Can I use the boost?
Go for it.
Please.
All right, boost is in.
No.
So he's gonna look you over and he's gonna notice. Were you around the body investigating, or were you up
I
there?
was not. There's not a bit of blood on me.
All right. All right, that makes it a little more difficult for me. But
Mhm.
keep it simple. He doesn't believe you. He's just not buying what you're trying to sell.
That's fair.
So he's just gonna look you up and down and say, "Do you have? You don't look like you belong in these parts. What's your purpose? You work at one of these factories?"
No, I've already fessed up. I got in. I go scrapping through here sometimes. I'm not the only one. I'm sure you know.
So stealing from these well-respected businesses. That's
No, not stealing. Not a place that is open do I go in.
well, even these buildings are owned by someone.
Hell. Some of them, a few of these, they've actually gone into a bit of a in-between state.
In between state.
Not formally owned by the previous proprietors. He's doing this, and hopefully everybody else notices that this is happening and is moving.
Meanwhile, Sam is just tensed up. Sam is tensed up. He's got that gun slowly kind of getting it braced and ready to unload.
That's when I motioned to Sam. I was like, okay, I point him to go the other direction.
But
I glanced back at the IG.
I
But I've
just already
lost
got
him.
a target.
He's hiding in the poles over on the side.
IG. Urban there. Or not urban.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Being very stealthy.
Yes.
He's
Okay.
just standing there. I'm a pole.
I look like
So-
the steam vents attached to this building right now.
So, Sar, you can tell that Sam's about to stand up and walk over there.
All right, so
Like
I'm-
he's used to using his size and bulk in situations
Yeah.
like this.
And for what it's worth, as much as a Duros can roll his eyes, he rolls his eyes and just nods.
I'm gonna do a thing. It's
Okay.
time for a thing. Time for an interrupt round action. I'm gonna pop a fate token.
Oh,
Ooh.
good.
Uh-oh.
The result of the fate token that I desire, another section of floor gives way in the building, and while they are startled and turn towards it, I flee.
I like it. And
That's
you know-
awesome. Okay.
Yes. And you know what? You are one of the first people to, without prodding, use a token for this nature. So I'm not even going to make you like roll anything or anyone else do anything to reward you for your creativity and thinking and shame the rest of these people. You get a head start.
All right. Beautiful. The token is popped. A resounding crash echoes from the building behind. Maybe even a little dust puffs out of the doorway.
Dust blows out of the vent where Ginkgo's standing, and now he's outlined.
Oh no, he's made it over to the planter, hasn't he?
No, he's still hiding.
He hasn't moved.
I thought it was hiding by the. I thought the stealth was to cross
No,
the
it's fine. It's just a
courtyard.
comment that he made that he looks like
Yeah.
a vent.
Looks
So
like a vent.
out of curiosity, since I was already pretty tensed up, is there any chance that this sparked me?
I'd hope not.
You tell me. I mean,
So I hear this crash behind me. Is that right?
Yeah.
Behind me. So I hear this crash behind me. Dust kicks out. I see him turn and run, and the stormtroopers
Turn the other way.
turn the other way.
Yep.
I stand up and unload into him.
Ah, God.
we are now entering initiative.
Some people are entering initiative.
All right, Church is entering initiative. Is anyone else entering?
I will be in initiative, but I will
I'm
be
right
using
there
it to leave.
I got this.
What about you?
Well, I mean, if shots are getting fired, that's going to trigger my combat algorithms, and I'm going to have pull out guns and start looking for targets.
Shots.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I need to get
Guns.
that as
Scanning.
background. Background like music. I got to get one of those. I was gonna say an IKEA button. What are those called?
The
The
DJ button.
no. The
The Stream Deck.
Yeah, Stream Deck.
easy
Stream
button.
Deck,
Who
there you
had the yeah. Who was that had? Was it Staples that had the easy button? Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna
Those things were hilarious.
roll. I don't have storm. This is where we get into freestyle play. Is I don't have that.
Mm.
All right, so everyone roll. In this point, I think it's you have the advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, turn
Because-
on initiative rolls.
Yeah, you got to hit that little plus.
That I had. Already. Go ahead. Do your roll.
What are we rolling for initiative? What skill? I forget.
Perception, I
believe it's
think.
vigilance.
Vigilance.
or-
That's
yeah,
right.
in this case, because there's vigilance, and I believe the other one is cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, I can
It-
choose cool. I
Well,
definitely choose
cool
cool.
is if you're like responding to something, but vigilance is like you had like time to prepare, have managed.
I don't know
Ooh.
which of these qualifies as for
Look at
me.
me go.
I will let you do both because you didn't necessarily expect.
Yeah, this one was not on me.
All right, so
Sam's reaction.
Reflexes were up to the challenge.
I did say he was tensed up and getting ready to fire.
Yep, that's true.
I'm gonna put NPC at. There's a little.
Oh, yep.
I was looking for the little NPC,
being
but
photobound.
here now.
All right. So NPCs are gonna go at the end. I'm gonna let you guys have first crack at Stormtrooper.
All right. So let's see. Gunnery.
There's a skill called unload.
Well, I do have 2 ranks of barrage.
There you go.
What is the range between me and them, though?
I'll say they're medium range.
Okay. So this will only work with a long. So yeah. So what extras to my roll here?
Why do you get extra?
Well, you always add purples to everything I do.
Well, yeah. With the range that you're at for shooting, I want to say it's 2. Yeah.
Any bonuses because I'm catching them off guard?
Because of the situation that arose, yeah, I'll give you a.
Yay! All right, here we go. I am unloading.
3 successes, 3 advantages. All right. So what's the weapon?
This is the ACP repeater.
You should be able to put it in the history there if you click on the little gun icon.
Yeah.
By the chat.
Let me do that.
If you have your gun attached, I guess I should say.
Damage 7, crit, weapon, 3 encumbrance, piece, cost.
There. There, I just put it in the history there.
What did back?
He just rolled it again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rolled it again.
Okay. 2 successes, 6 advantages. I'll let you have. Unless
Well, that was without the
No,
without
no,
that
no.
was without all the extra dice.
The first roll is very good. That one was just to give you the damage numbers and the other stuff.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. So what's
Yeah,
the auto fire?
Well, his advantage is crit, so his crit does trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. What's auto fire?
You made me look this up. Hang on.
Yeah. That's your punishment for not being prepared. It's only been a month.
It's only been a month.
What are you running like 20 other games?
Close.
I just want to make sure that if like get a perk the auto fire, you don't lose out on it.
Let's see. So is it plus 2 dice of damage?
So
reading
with 3 successes, you have the 1 to hit plus, and then you get 2 bonus damage from.
With the auto fire.
Okay. Yeah. So with the 2, he can trigger the multi. Yeah, he can trigger the auto fire. It deals an additional hit to the target. So it hit him once, and then it can hit again. Each of these counts as an additional hit from that weapon, and each hit deals base damage plus the number of canceled successes. Additional hits can be allocated to the target or other targets within range of the weapon. If the attacker wishes to hit multiple targets, he must decide to do so before making the check.
Let's just say I unload into whichever one's closest first so that his friend can be intimidated by my badassery.
Okay. And you're using the auto fire feature?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that's 2 hits. And
I believe so.
so that'll cancel out the bonus, but you still have a 7 damage. His
Nice.
soak is going to eat some of that up. But it's not trying to remember. Urban, do you remember? Does each hit have its own individual soak in a case like this, or is it just
Yeah.
one
So
soak?
what happens is I can see here he does 7. It looks like 7 damage.
Yep.
That's the first hit, and the second hit is an additional 7 damage. Yes, it is an additional. It soaks that one too. Yeah.
Okay, so soak hit just absorbs on
Yep.
both hits.
Yeah. It's like 2 separate hits.
Right.
2 people firing. Yeah. Same
Okay.
thing.
All right, so you unload on this guy and you land a solid hit right into his back, and you see him actually go stumbling forward just by the pure pressure of it landing on it. And you just see him sprawl to the ground and his gun go sliding. But he is still moving.
I got blood on my shoes.
All right, so that was Church. Who wants to go next?
I'm gonna run over and get in between the down trooper and his gun.
Okay.
Menacingly.
Is that your move? You're just gonna stand there menacing?
Menacing.
Well, no, I'm gonna shoot.
It involves guns.
I'm gonna shoot him while he's down.
Okay. He is prone,
course.
so I'm gonna give you a boost dice to him being prone. Well,
So with my blaster pistol,
oh, you're using the small one.
I don't have anything bigger.
It's not always about size.
The noisy cricket. Universal Studio.
Why is there a... So because he's prone, I get a blue one?
Should be a black one, technically.
Is
but
it
he
a-
is at very close
I
range.
thought black one was setback.
So, yeah, it should be a setback because he's prone and he's making a
Yep.
ranged attack.
Yeah, he gets a setback because essentially it's kind of like cover.
Okay.
But I mean, he is really close. So you do you.
Point blank.
So a blue and a black?
Yeah, if you're doing that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm shooting this trooper in the face, and
Yeah.
I'm taking his rifle.
Alright, has a better gun.
Oof.
For
Oh
success.
my!
2 triumphs. That's triggers crit.
What?
He did.
He didn't roll any difficulty on it.
He's so dead.
You didn't roll a difficulty.
Oh, that's
So go ahead.
Just 'cause it's so beautiful.
Just
Let me
roll,
do that again.
Just roll 2 purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so he's now at
So 3 successes.
1 threat.
1 threat.
Triumphs.
2 triumphs.
So you still succeed. His face is turned to mush.
2 triumphs.
There's really no point in rolling on the crit table to see what happens to him. His head's just a giant smoking crater.
Can my crit be psychological on his friend?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
This is a
Awesome.
classic. They don't pay me enough for this moment.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
And then I slowly rotate my head unit to his friend.
Okay.
And then the body follows slightly after.
Who goes after the IG unit?
I'll go ahead.
Star.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll quickly pull out my blaster and fire at the remaining stormtrooper there. So let's see. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. It is not adding my. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm still learning the system after how many times we played.
Yeah. We keep taking big breaks. I'm a jamoke.
And,
You're using the stun setting, or
Nope.
Okay.
That was just I
That's all
completely missed.
uh, shot goes wide. You can say.
Yep. Yeah, 3 advantages though because I was already starting to run, so that's why I missed. So I was already starting to run, and the 3 advantages I'm using to say that I am moving, and I'm running kind of the same direction as Anvash.
Be harder to
I,
hit, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I should say for those of you at home who are watching, right now I'm listening to the song "Go Bananas" by Little Big, and it is probably the most perfect soundtrack possible to what is happening in this entire session.
Mm.
So pull that up in the background. You won't be you won't be disappointed.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Now, I was going to have Anvash do something reasonable, like abandon the scene of what is now a much more substantial crime. And I remembered I literally gave him an obsession with foiling the Empire. So let's say he starts his head down run, but by the time his turn comes up in the order, he's heard all the blaster fire and a head exploding. He turns around and he sees that he's fallen in with people he doesn't even have to convince to attack stormtroopers. Then he's going to open up as well.
Okay.
Let's see. 2 purples?
Yeah, for the range.
Gotcha. I think... Does this work?
Hey. 2 failures and a threat.
No. That only rolled the purple.
Yeah.
Where were
That's
where
yeah. You
was
gotta
your-
select the gun too. That's what mine did.
Yeah, you select the gun and then you hit
There
the
we
add
go.
dice.
That's better. Now I got it.
So
And
what?
then I think you can choose the engagement range too.
Yes,
Yep.
that's what I did to get the purples.
So I should
Uh,
point out to the people, because since we're not broadcasting the tabletop, I should let everyone who's watching. We are using RP sessions as our dice. It is designed for the Genesis system. It doesn't have maps, but it's a pretty good dice rolling system. They have a Patreon account. If you subscribe, unlock different features to it. It is in development, but for the storytelling style gameplay where it's all about theater of the mind, not so much about maps, I've been really happy.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
All right.
Yeah.
And I have a maneuver, but I'll say that was necessary to draw my weapon because I definitely did not have it drawn before.
Okay. So there's one stormtrooper left, and I'm going to say that because of the psychological aspect of what just happened to his buddy, he's strategically retreating towards the speeder bike that you guys see on the side of the road. And he's kind of what you would see in the horror movies where someone's just like blind firing at the serial killer, but there's really no like aim to it. He's stormtrooper shooting.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Classic.
shoot at the IG unit, but he's gonna have a setback dice the mind trip that's going on right now. So his blaster rifle. No, I'm not that one. He's gonna just use a regular blaster. Yeah. Two purple and that one success. So he does manage to hit you, IG. What's your soak?
3.
So you take 6 points of damage as you end up getting shot. I'm gonna say you shot in the by this
6 points.
by this blind firing stormtrooper.
Hmm.
And it's a
Oh.
solid blow. Your knee kind of buckles a little bit.
I'm mad now.
Am I down? Or am I still ambulatory?
You're still you're still that.
Okay.
I'm assuming. I don't know what ambulatory is.
Can walk.
Moving.
Why you gotta use fancy words like ambulatory? You can't just say I can still walk.
Because I spent $100,000 on an education. I'm going to use the fucking college words.
It's what you do. It's what you do.
This is a learned show here. This is what we do.
I gotta clip it.
We so smart.
Sorry. Then
But-
I'm gonna Terminator walk straight for this running and firing trooper.
So you're taking the
Just straight
you're
in,
taking the
just
first
straight
initiative
into the
then, right?
blaster fire.
Okay.
Um,
You're using the.
And
did you
then-
pick up the rifle on the ground or no?
not yet.
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna take my blaster pistol and I'm gonna no, I'm just gonna shoot him in the where his face should be.
You're going
Was he?
to shoot. They should.
Yes, that's what I said. Is he at like what kind of a range now? Like a medium to a long?
No, he would still be in medium. He's retreating, he's not running, and the distance wise,
Okay.
Yeah, this entire courtyard would essentially be medium range.
Yeah. I want to say if I remember right, long is farther than a football.
There you go.
All right. 1 success is 2 advantages. What is that? 7?
For your damage.
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah. So that's 7 damage. 6 plus 1. Okay, you do 7 damage to him. Or you do 7. Yeah. What are you trying to shoot him in the?
In the face.
So your shot's not quite. Star Wars
Well-
does sound amazing. It's not quite
Okay,
dead on
so
to the face.
That's the thing. I don't have the precision aim yet.
Right.
You can
So-
take the aim maneuver for it.
I don't have that talent yet.
No.
It's
Aim maneuver is everybody.
Oh.
Yeah. You spend your maneuver and then you get to target a particular location.
Oh, can I try to shoot him in the knee back?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to shoot him
I'll-
back in the knee because I like to play with my food.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't really interpret the text. I think that when you do it, you get a setback dice to your hit, but I think with your roll, you'd make the shot anyways, you know?
I'm just gonna play fast and loose with it because I like the story. So yeah,
Yeah, it's fun.
you shoot him back. He stumbles because of the advantages that you roll. He has to move at like half speed of what he was before.
How close is he to the speeder bike he was going for?
I would say it's maybe 25 yards away.
So not too close.
No, yeah, and he's got a little bit of a ways to go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give him a lead enema.
Go for it.
Yep, he shot my buddy. This ain't very nice.
Now, are you using auto fire again?
No, always.
You're supposed to add another difficulty for auto fire, I think.
All right, how many difficulties are we adding for this
So it'd
hobbling
be-
stormtrooper?
It would be 3, and because you'd have the 2 plus the 1.
All right.
All the rules associated with combat are so complicated.
1 failure, 2 advantages.
But it gives you variety.
It does.
It helps when
does.
people memorize what their weapons do.
I'm not gonna lie, I had to look it up.
That's why I just have a blaster pistol. I know exactly what it does.
It also helps when we play more than once a month.
Fine.
Oh,
Fine. We will. Everyone, I expect to be here on Thanksgiving.
Can I make a suggestion for my advantage?
Thanksgiving's on a Thursday. This is a Friday.
Oh,
May I make a suggestion for my advantage?
Yeah.
That reminds me, I have Blackbeard Friday. No, I don't. We're good.
Since I failed, apparently, to hit him,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Rolled a blank on the proficiency die.
can I, for the advantage, can I tag the speeder?
Yeah.
No.
In fact, can I flip a token to blow it up?
Most definitely.
Unless anyone opposes.
Hell no, this is funny.
All right.
I put those there to be your
I'll
getaway
roll.
vehicles, so yeah, you can definitely blow them up.
This is Sam. Come on. So he misses him, blows past him, just lays into the whole side of the speeder bike, which immediately begins to spark smoke and then detonates.
Oh my god.
All right, this
Okay.
is beautiful.
Yeah, that bitch is
Okay,
gone.
I'm good. So that should have been our second PC slot. I want to take the third one now.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the last token because that was my original goal. I'm going to say the whole time I knew that where the speeder bikes were at, and I was already running towards it. So I'm running towards the speeder bike is what I was doing. And so while I'm doing that, I'm heading for the speeder bike. People are shooting at the stormtrooper. I see him. Him and I are kind of running the same direction here. I'm about ready to shoot. Meanwhile, Sam fires, blows up this first speeder bike, startles me. I'm still trying to shoot this guy, but I'm making a break for the last speeder bike here. So I'm shooting on the run while I'm heading for the speeder bike.
Okay. Do you have any abilities to like allow you to not have any setbacks to shooting on the run?
I have 4 green dice.
All right.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have you take a black one just because of the explosion that's going to occur, the chaos of the scenario. I'm gonna have you take one setback.
Okay.
One. Okay.
Okay.
So you managed to hit him. You do. So that's 7. Yeah, we're gonna say that's enough to finish him off.
All right.
The force is with my thing.
Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip this, and this is actually gonna go in your favor. But I just like the way this sounds because technically the damage you did isn't enough to kill him. But what I'm gonna say is Church shooting the vehicle, like so. Church shoots
Okay.
wide, hits the vehicle. You hit the stormtrooper who just got hobbled. So he's running towards the vehicle, getting shot on a crippled leg, and then the explosion, the vehicle explodes, and a piece of shrapnel just impales him in the chest. So I'm flipping a dark side
Okay.
for you because I like the way that works.
We appreciate it. We appreciate
right.
your donation to the cause.
Yeah.
Uh,
So the other stormtrooper is he gets a piece of the vehicle right through his chest, almost decapitated on the ground. Now, at this point, it is safe to say you have drawn the attention.
of everybody.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you a very important question.
Mhm.
Anvash, 1, has been here a while. 2, has done various things to the Empire before. And 3, may have even had some experience with lockdowns in this particular sector. what are the actual odds of us making it to a gate before the entire place is locked down and crawling with stormtroopers? Are they 0? Because I feel like they're 0.
They are pretty much 0. That being said, with a decent enough, I'm not sure if underground, like an underworld check or a skullduggery check, or no, streetwise check, I think would fit. Let me double check
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
You might be able to navigate because you're familiar with the stuff like that. Navigate some of the ways around. You might be able to bribe one of the yayas that work at the.
There is navigation. That does planetary navigation would fall into this category if you're trying to get through the city.
There you go.
I'm
I don't know
not
if we even
terrible
have
at that. Sam
Yeah.
can actually fly.
Yeah, my trick in particular here is that the first and most reasonable thing they will do is ensure nobody's moving in or out of this zone. I mean, they do have gates on it.
What's below us?
Desert floor.
No sewage, no tunnels, access.
There's probably some amount of subterranean piping, but not that kind. This is industrial.
If you want one, have it right side.
Oh, right, we do. I don't know.
Street side navigation's gonna be high risk.
Yeah.
Like, and I know Sam is problematic in certain situations, but Heath felt you were threatened.
Mm.
He does understand getting off the streets now, though.
Most people would think that reasonable. All right. I have a suggestion.
Go ahead and pick
Anvash is pleased with this turn of events because he was planning something slightly larger but equally likely to raise suspicion. I can flip a token and say he had a way through the perimeter set up. It's a one use only, more or less. And doing this will burn it. But we can get our way out of here if we can make it to the perimeter.
I follow you.
Because he's a saboteur. He likes to do these things.
Yeah, I think it's decent enough. I could allow it. I'm gonna grab a drink while you narrate what you had set up to get people out.
Okay. All right. For the benefit of the audience at home and all the players here, Anvash lets out a wild yell. You can tell he's having a good time, but as he comes back down from it, he says, all right. All right. What a fun day. I usually have to work so hard to convince people to do this sort of thing. We need to get out of here.
I fully agree.
The gates will be closed. And I kinda hate to spend it on this. I do have one access hole. I lifted a pad for it quite a while ago now. It's good for about the one use, because as soon as that thing gets used again, they're gonna notice it pop back up on their feed and they're gonna cancel it. But, we don't always get to choose how we ruin the Empire's day. And this time I choose to get away from it alive.
I'm gonna walk up to Vash. I'm assuming I probably tower over him a good bit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna put my big meaty paw on his shoulder, give him a knowing, wise look, and say, "The Force does the things that the Force does for things to Force is it's with us." Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I certainly hope so. He's given you a very strange look. He's caught between not understanding your religion and wondering if you are quite right in the head.
Completely oblivious.
But he understands you have a very large gun and he never wants it to be pointed at him.
In his mind, he just gave you a speech like Obi-Wan level, like Yoda's wisdom is pouring out of his lips in his mind right now.
All right. So, at this stage, if everybody is prepared, we book it the hell out of this courtyard.
Right behind you.
We know where one barracks is. We head the other way.
Picked up one of the guns before we left.
Okay. So I'll post the stats of what that was. A blast. It's a heavy.
Was there a second speeder bike? That did both
Yeah.
of them blow up, or just the one of them?
No,
Just
there's
one.
one left.
How many people could we fit on it?
Not everybody.
Sorry, I was trying to figure that out right now. He's doing the math in his head, and it's not working out too good.
That's why I would give it 2 bikes.
I'm a little chunky.
If Anvash sees you, he'll say, "Don't even bother. It won't fit through the hole and we're not taking the gate."
Oh, he squints his eyes just in agony, like he just kicks the bike and it just kind of stutters aside a little bit. Fine.
Maybe you could just send it careening off the other direction and they will come looking for that while we go that way.
Begrudgingly, he just cranks or he pulls the bar back and he sets it to go and he just cranks it and lets it rip down the street.
Okay. Kind of lead him away.
Yep.
I love it.
Tears forming in his eyes as they watch the bike go away. All right, I follow behind with him too.
I'm flipping that lights up. So
Just to make it function. It's fair enough.
all right. Yeah.
Booking it. What's the perimeter actually set up for here? Is it a sensor fence? Is it an actual wall? What are we looking like?
The main one, it's going to be more of like, so it's going to have a cement base, but it's mainly just a large kind of paint.
Okay.
It's more to keep the roughness out.
Mm-hmm. Well, this one is currently keeping some ruffians in.
Yeah.
So if it's a large chain link fence, don't even really need something like a data pad to get through an access hatch or something. You just need to have pre-cut a section so you can slide under it. And that is exactly what we will do.
All right. You've managed to get out and avoid any serious repercussions as far as you can tell.
Okay.
See, I told you everything would work out good.
It's a more productive day than I usually have.
The force.
Where do you guys want to go from here?
Yeah.
Somewhere to fix my knee?
Yeah, it looks pretty rough.
Do we have anyone with mechanical skill?
No.
Not
I
me.
mean, I got 2 greens in it.
I'm not
I
a
think it's
qualified
actually-
droid technician.
Yeah, it's actually a trait.
I'll fix it.
It's like the medic, but only actually you have to have talent in it.
Well, surely you
fix
could
it.
just like drop me off like a mechanic or something, or like a body shop.
Droid repair shop.
Yeah, like those have to exist. Like somewhere underground that's not going to report a blast or burn.
Do you want that kind?
Chop
I,
chop.
I
Yeah.
can roll for one. We're all rogues here. This is a party full of
I'm new to this
smugglers.
planet. I haven't taken fire here before. I don't have a connection for
Yeah.
underground.
I guess that would be Underworld.
Yeah.
That's not my strong point.
I thought you had a skill specifically for Underworld, didn't you?
I do. My particular skill is for items rather than
Oh.
services. I can mess with item rarity.
Oh, I see.
My general Underworld roll is still pretty good if you want me to roll that.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I say that you know better than I know you better than I do on this planet.
So what I'm
Yeah.
going to say is I'm going to have you roll for it. You're going to find it no matter what. Your roll's just going to determine how good they are.
Okay. That seems pretty fair. What difficulty shall I roll?
Since you're familiar with the area, I'll just have you do one.
Okay. 3 successes.
So you find a good one. You're not. I was originally hoping you failed, and then you'd go to Chop's shop. Sorry, someone was DMing me that my mic was cutting in and out. So just to confirm that. Yeah. So you're gonna go to Doolittle's.
Too little.
Okay.
Yeah, they're actually located in. I'm gonna say it's in Zone 7, which is actually a middle class, like industrial sector, just outside of Zone 5, which is outside of the kind of the whole gang war area.
We'll say we have slouched through here once or twice before and have a working relationship. Or at least we know that he's willing to take the slightly more criminal side of work.
Yeah. So that section of the book, they just got to figure out what he's going to charge.
Yeah, IG, you're paying your own way here. How much is tapped?
That's fine.
I've got these nice little stickers that I started putting in the book to help me speed the different sections. But
Good luck with that.
well, it's
How many of those do you have?
right now like 6, but
Okay.
I haven't made it through very far. But
It's still reliant on your ability to read fast.
Yeah, and this is the first time you guys, even though you've like had 50 sessions with the droid, that you guys have actually been like, I'm going to use the droid mechanic. So I don't know if I've actually flagged that section yet.
Yeah. Well, we used to have.
Hadn't really needed it before.
Yeah, you didn't take a lot of damage. I think you had nanite repair paste at some point.
No, just a random stray blast from a stormtrooper. That's all. That's what takes him down.
Well,
Yeah,
those guys hit really hard.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Guy rolls a 1 and hits me for half my health.
Yeah, that was kind of messed up.
That was a good hit.
That was after the soak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah, I don't know
The
if
rifle
I
had,
quite
I think, a
understand
9.
how that all works.
The 9 damage on the rifle.
Damn.
And it was a solid hit, and didn't have enough soak.
That's okay, because now I have a 9 damage rifle, and my gun using skill is way higher than theirs was.
Yes. If he had hit me with that thing and rolled a couple more successes, he could have killed me on the spot.
Black market. All right. We'll figure out what it costs. You're either going to owe this person a favor, or we'll worry about that later. But I'm
Do-
gonna say
Do you want me to intimidate him?
no.
I'm sure he's just overjoyed to get to work on an antique like me. I'm a piece of history. They've probably never seen one like me before. Just read about them. I think it's probably an honor just to work on my vaunted chassis.
Here we go. It's an oil bath. That's
Oh. Okay. Well, that's easy. We've done
I'm
that
sure that's
before. That's
pleasant
like
enough.
20 creds.
don't you tell me how much
Just-
it costs. You're in a backworld country. This is reused oil.
Yes.
Oh,
It's reused
Just
oil.
put me through the auto wash.
Somebody peed in it.
You've
Or-
come here and you're explicitly with criminals.
Do you want an oil bath or do you want an emergency repair pack?
Ooh, it sounds like I should buy a couple of emergency repair patches to keep in a pouch on my bandolier, if that's an option, and then take an oil bath.
And you're not at Club Med, but you're at a respectable. Not gonna be cheapest, but we can work all that out
Hmm.
after the fact. That
Yeah, I can negotiate for him if necessary.
yeah, we'll RP that out out of stream because unfortunately the physical book doesn't have a search function for oil bath.
Fair.
Yeah, we'll work. It's not going to bankrupt you, and if anything, you'll just someone favor. I like dealing in favor.
Favors are a fun way to deal with an assassin droid.
Yeah. It's under the back page. Nothing. We'll see how much you want to pay for like emergency repair. So you're fixed up.
Thank you, good mechanic, sir.
So where do you want to go after you guys stop, get him fixed up?
I imagine that we're still we're probably in the clear. I don't think anyone saw us.
Well, maybe nobody is going to talk about it.
Did you see that guy's head?
Yeah, I did.
And did you see the bike? It exploded.
Yeah, I did.
That was cool.
It was pretty cool, actually. Anvash takes less of a pleasure in the explosion itself, but he knew it was an Empire bike, so he's also thinking, yeah, that was a pretty good day. That was a pretty good day. Well, I guess we still have some work to do.
What are we doing?
We need a repulsor sled, and I feel like our actions today have closed off many an avenue towards that.
Yeah, they're going to be on much higher alert. The security will increase after dead troopers. They don't tend to enjoy dead troopers as much as we do.
No, they really don't. But I think most of the plan's still sound. We find somebody who works there, maybe at Spiced Inn, maybe at Gambling House, and we persuade them for a few creds to load that thing onto an outbound truck and tell us where it's going. Still seems fine to me.
Yeah.
Only trick is going to be now we do not have any chance of intercepting that thing while it's still in that sector.
What are the chances that we made friends? because of this?
Pretty low, sadly. There's a
That's
bit of
like very hard.
anti-imperial sentiment on the world, but not near enough for that.
In that sector, you'd be hard to find somebody who isn't for the Empire.
Yeah, yeah.
But in that sector,
Now, around these parts, couldn't care less, really. But around these parts, they can't help us much. No, I think let's head back. Saw, you and me, we work our various contacts around the place. We see if we can find somebody who's been selling to an employee of that factory. Somebody who works in loading. I mean, that's who you're going to get from around these parts for loading anyways. They won't be an engineer up in the place. They'll be down at the docks.
I'm just gonna point out the dock.
Yeah, but we're not going to the docks. We're going to the spice dens to find somebody who works at the
Okay.
docks.
All right.
There.
I think we are persona non grata around that place for some time, and bribing our way through the gates is probably not going to work out quite so well.
well, I mean, I'm not good with this strategy thing, so we could just start some trouble somewhere away from where we need to be.
My good, large friend, I would like nothing more, but we first need to get that repulsor sled out the factory. Then, oh, there will be trouble.
But that's what I mean. I can take one of us and we can go and start the trouble, and you can work the thing you do without worrying about the stormtroopers.
It's fair. It's fair. I only wish I was so fast. It's probably going to take us maybe a day or two to find somebody. Lay out the right bribe.
Well, I'm not the brightest in the world, but I know how to cause destruction.
That you do, Sam. That you do.
Sar, are you amenable to the plan? Shall we make some sort of joint rolls to find people?
Yeah, we should probably find some people who we can either convince or coerce.
Yes. So, Chance, I believe you recall our plan.
Mhm.
We want specifically a spice addict dock worker, or
Okay.
anybody who's in logistics over there at the factory. And we have plenty of criminal connections.
Just from word, I'm not gonna make you roll for this because you've been around enough to where you know
Mhm.
people. Right? You know, one of the more kind of up and coming spice dens where a lot of just people of all walks of life have been going to is I said the golden.
Yes, the Golden Way.
Yep.
Sar will know this.
And it clicked, yeah. Okay. So that's where I realized that I've got this emblem. And when we were talking about it, I pull it out. That's and when looking for the up and coming spice dens, I pull it out. I was like, "You mean like this place?" And I show the Golden Way token that I've found. I said, we should probably head there. See, I bet you the new popular place would be a good place to start finding somebody who may not, may be a little new to this. I think we should find somebody who, yeah, I think we should find somebody who we could, somebody who's not so entrenched into the system.
Yeah. Naive types are always easy.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't even know what he's taken. He just knows what it is.
Mm.
Let's go to this golden way and find our sacrificial nerf.
What?
So everyone goes there.
I'd say so. What time of day
Yeah.
is it? You know, we got good spice trading hours.
I mean, after everything that went through oil bath, we'll say it's about dawn now. But
Okay.
you can go at any time. You tell me.
Okay.
I mean, dawn still sounds like a pretty good time to go to a drug den because the heavy users are just, still going hard from last night. They might be winding down, getting ready for
well,
the
we
work
may
shift.
need some sleep, honestly.
Look for the ones that are coming off of work recently.
Oh yeah, third shifters might be arriving at
shifters is
the
good.
at the dens.
Yeah, we'll hit it then before we get
And-
in any rest.
I definitely probably don't need sleep. I would imagine I'm probably pretty relaxed right now.
Yeah, you're feeling good. Most of us are made out of flesh. I might have gotten a little shut eye while you were taking an oil bath, but not a night's sleep.
All right. So you're gonna wait till third shift, and that's what, so like 1, 2 in the morning.
It'd be probably right about now that they'd be getting over to their drug den of choice.
So you guys make your way to the Golden Way. The Golden Way is actually located in the Zone 5, which is actually owned by, I believe it's the rival gang that you guys had gotten into a gunfight with.
Oh well, we didn't leave any witnesses, so they can't know it was us.
Nope.
So when you first walk in to the den, you notice the air is kind of got this thick fog to it. All the tables actually have what look like the pipes coming out of it, but they're technological. They actually lift out of the table, sit there, and the two. But there's servers that go around each table, and the smoke that is coming out of these hookahs that are at each table have this kind of golden.
Mhm.
All of the chairs and furniture, it all look new, relative, installed. Everything's gold and purple scattered throughout the building.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say this is actually where we're going to wrap up the session.
Okay.
Give you guys a chance to
Okay.
think things through. Give me a chance to be prepared for what else you're gonna blow up.
I didn't see it coming.
I'm
Shoulda.
sorry for all the trouble I caused this evening.
No, it's
In this
great.
particular instance, my character is in full support of it.
And
I promise Sam is not a murder hobo. He just is very protective of his friends.
this is what I love about gaming with you guys is like I was like, oh, they're gonna go in Spice Den, they're gonna do different things, they're gonna have a plan, and they're gonna have like the heist tonight. And no, we spend 2 hours of you guys just blowing shit up and shooting stormtroopers that most sane people would have been like, I'm gonna avoid them.
Yeah, we are not sane.
I have to say, like, even with Ren, most of the characters that I play have an intellectual side. Like I generally lean that way with characters that I make. So Sam is actually a little bit of a challenge to not make him just completely stupid and still useful.
I like Sam. I think Sam is going to be a great asset to the team. How many people can you just rely on to shoot the first stormtrooper they run across in a day?
Oh yeah.
Well,
But Sam wants to be a Jedi so bad.
I thought it was fantastic too, because you guys haven't actually, like, a lot of you have anti-imperial kind of back.
Mm-hmm.
And your last session, you didn't really run into the Empire too.
No, we ran into the rent-a-cops.
Yep. So
This time,
I haven't really been giving out extra to you guys over our last 3 sessions. So this session, you're all going to get 15.
okay.
I like it.
That's going to make
How
up
much was
for
it?
15. That should be enough. Yes, some goodies to be prepared for what's ahead of you.
Lovely.
Yeah. So the next session, let's see, is you had me worried there when you were talking about Thanksgiving, but it's not Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's the week before
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
which is great because every Black Friday I do Black Beer Friday with Florida.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Yeah, I wouldn't be here for Thanksgiving anyway, so I would have been hate to miss another month of Star Wars here.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
does the 19th work for everyone?
As far as I can tell, yeah.
All right. I'm looking forward to you guys have the potential of meeting the proprietor of the Golden Way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I actually started working on a little bit of a back.
Ooh.
I'm also lying because there is a little bit of a backstory written for him already that I've lifted off of book 9.
I mean, that's what you do.
I'm just building it. All right.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
That's
What
the
does
way it
everyone?
rolls.
How does everyone feel about the direction we're going in the Minos cluster and how it's a little bit different than the 7?
I approve generally.
Yeah.
I like the sort of stuff we're getting up to here, and I think it has, potential for some really fun and sort of active scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little nervous when you guys like, we're gonna do another heist.
Yeah.
Didn't go well last time.
No, but it was fun.
Yeah, no, that was real fun.
But did you die?
Not even a
Some
little.
did.
There were some deaths.
Yes, there were that poor security guard at the end.
But did we die?
No, technically not.
Yeah.
I mean, we killed a lot of people, but we didn't die. That's the important thing.
Again, for posterity, I killed not a single person.
All right.
I think I think the
Can
direction of the
literally
team's
not
good.
be
I like
tagged.
what we're doing. Yeah, so I approve. You're right. I thought we were gonna figure out a heist and pull it off tonight, but yep, we figured out how to kill stormtroopers.
It's a problem of its own.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just unloading them.
Is it a problem or an opportunity?
It's always an opportunity.
All right.
Sam is one of the faithful. He believes the Jedi nonsense wholeheartedly.
I want to say thank you to Brendan and Midnight for hanging out with us tonight.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get more into a rhythm. I've mentioned at the beginning of the session I am going to go with a much looser stream format in the future rather than having a well planned out. This is the characters and these are the plot points, the PCs and everything before doing the look like a well-oiled machine when it does. I'm just gonna say screw it, and we're gonna just broadcast as if it were a home game that everyone else plays. Still learning the rules for Genesis, and I like the improv nature of it. So screw it. We'll just make shit up on the fly.
Works for
Right.
me.
All right. Yeah, if that helps, especially with like the time commitment for planning it out, I'm all for it because I don't mind a shorter session and one
Yeah.
that's a little more improv heavy.
Yeah, I'm good with that too. And then yeah, we'll figure out schedule. So look forward to seeing everyone around on the 19th if you're around.
I'll be here.
Will be.
Where's OBS? I got too many windows. I need like a 5th monitor for streaming. My wife would kill me.
He assembles the wall.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Night.